Alrighty, let's get into the review of RTY and YM amid tomorrow's FOMC release, or technically for some of y'all, today's FOMC release that will be expected or obviously delivered at 2 p.m. So it really fucks me because I won't even be touching the market until like 2:15, maybe 2:30, if even anything's offered. So this is just kind of a market review to be like, fuck it, let's see what happens at FOMC, because it could completely invalidate everything I'm going to say, and it can go any which way. I mean, that's what the markets do regardless, but especially with big news releases. If you don't know what FOMC is, it's just basically the Fed or the Federal Reserve being like, yo, this is what we're going to do with interest rates, and here's kind of an updated look at how the economy is doing. Obviously, it's cooked, but they are expected to cut rates for the third time again, so I'm interested to see what the market will do in response to that. But yeah, let's get into today's price action, how it traded, and the divergences. Fucking shit ton. Each day my charts are getting messier and messier looking because of all. I like a clean chart, but just all these divergences in price as I've been sticking to RTY and YM has been obviously a lot. So yeah, you have the first divergence today, printing bullish on RTY, bearish on YM. Would say there's an SMT here, but you got absolutely demolished if you were hunting this high of day or high of previous day, because we've been doing a lot of that recently. I will say I would, if I was you and targeting highs, put it like 2 ticks below, 3 ticks below, because this shit's been pumping into highs or lows and just 1 tick reversing off of them, not even running them, not running through them, not order pairing at the highs, order pairing at the lows. It will just straight up leave it and go in reverse. So I would say, just based off this, that we'll go higher on YM. I would like to, but price will do whatever the fuck it wants to do. But yeah, we have an SMT into this fair value gap. We have a current day 2-stage being printed. Well, not 2-stage, but an SMT as well, as long as this holds and doesn't run down here. We have this one already running previous day low as it opens. So that can signify some sort of bullish price action, but this is a very bearish down close candle, so, and it invalidated this fair value gap to the left, putting in an inversion fair value gap. So we're on 2 different spectrums here. There's no fucking telling. You could respect EQ of this wick and reverse down. Large wicks can still get respected, like in this scenario. So if we see this open high continuation, even though it's low now, but open high continuation into EQ of this wick, and this is pairing with signatures of signatures on YM as I'm choking on saliva pause, then we can continue lower. But anyways, let's get into how it traded. So yeah, you had this intraday 6 a.m. candle. I went more in depth of this on my trade review from the 2-hour trade I took on RTY here, but you had the SMT being put in at 0600. I wanted shorts on today. Shit wasn't going. It was hitting this fair value gap and rejecting off of it, pulling back down into it, rejecting off it, clearly showing a bias to want to go higher. And while this one was just essentially waiting for his buddy to catch up into the highs, it was like, all right, bro, I'm gonna let you run into these highs. Once you do that, I'm gone. And that's exactly what it did here, and you can see that better on the 1 hour once I get into that. So essentially all it did was SMT put in at 6 a.m. 10 a.m. was a continuation for RTY. Then YM lagged, as you can see, as RTY pushed in the highs, and then once it hit AR out, I basically just said that. I'm looking at my Notion review that I do. And then after 10 a.m. close, a 2-stage PSP was put in. So yeah, getting into the 4 hour. And then 2-stage SMTs at lows, but we already talked about that, into the fair value gap. Cool. Hit equal high, reversed off. So you could have traded this 1400 candle, 1000 candle for sure, on YM. Hourly, it's best seen right here. Let's get a little replay back, get rid of some of these candles. All right, never mind. Fuck me, I guess. Dude, I will literally fucking kill myself. Am I retarded? Hold on. Okay, whatever. It's cool. I don't even need it. I don't even need it. Oh, fuck me in the ass. Hold on. Pause. Huge pause on that. Okay, cool. This just doesn't want to cooperate. Cool. We're just gonna fuck it. We're doing it live. I don't like to do I don't like to do cuts. God damn, hold on. I don't like to do cuts. I don't like to do any of this editing shit. I just say it how it is, raw, and then fucking upload it and see what happens. Anywho, so yeah, 9 a.m. here. Boom. Hits the low. CSD. You can trade EQ. That's exactly what I did at 10 a.m. EQ a little deeper than I would have liked in respect to this EQ. Popped up, boom. Should have ordered pair at least this high or went higher, but price does whatever the fuck it wants. And then as soon as that happened, so 10 a.m., this is what I'm talking about when it comes to like strength switching and allowing to assets to recouple. Because eventually, if they're uncorrelated in nature, then they're never a correlation, yeah? Like, obviously, that's pretty basic stuff. So they have to resync at some point. They have to get linked up. They're homies. They got to fucking meet up at the spot. So while one homie's going up that way, he's like, all right, I'm going to go up here. Boom. I'm going to smack this, and I'm going to come back. While he's doing that, this is RTY, he's just going to chill there. He's going to be like, all right, you go to the store. I'm going to wait here. And once you come back, boom, we're going to go down together. Now, it might not be like the one guy might be a little slower, but obviously that's when you get into play, okay, what was the overall trend of this one? It was more bearish bias. So, okay, obviously I'm going to follow him. But this guy led into the highs. He's going to chop around more. So yeah, they're correlated in that nature. So when you have that decoupled move, there's going to be signatures in price that allow you to get back on the recoupling, and that's when true expansion happens. So with this like indecisional candle being put in with a PSP, and then you have the SMT here, then you can trade the next candle. And I didn't trade this. I mean, this is all hindsight I'm talking about, but this was very clean. I'd got my 2-hour trade of the day, and I just wiped my hands clean and step out for the charts. But yeah, this was very clean. Super clean. I mean, fucking, I wish I would have took it clean. But yeah, EQ respected of this 1 hour candle. You can then drop down and you can see the price signatures getting on side with this to trade into these lows of day where price has already taken it. You're just looking basically to break this SMT. That's all you're doing. They're just recoupling. That's all price is doing. It's like the proof is in the pudding. You see this shit all the time. I hate having my charts like fucking all these SMTs and all this bullshit everywhere. But you have to keep track of it because once you add these different signatures and price to your like base knowledge, it's a little bit more advanced, yes, but once you add it just all of it together as a one whole confluence, bro, it just, you start to see price more clearly. I'm acting like I'm profitable or something, but it's helped me a lot recently in finding true direction of where price wants to go. When usually prior I would lose accounts on this. I'd be like, okay, bitch, you're gonna go higher. Like, okay, your homie's here, let's go higher. And then it just fucking, this happens. I'm like, why? And then through fees, all these great mentors and stuff, shout out Lazarus, I've found why this stuff happens. So yeah, they have great videos on it. I cannot explain it even close to as well as Fees does and Garrett does and all these other people. But it's really cool concepts, and you see it time and time again in price. So who am I to deny it? I see it, I use it, it's been helping. So yeah, so you have these signatures in price here. It smacks this. It should have ran it, but it didn't. Nonetheless, it reverses off of that, turns, boom, here, and it's gone. It's fucking gone. So SMT here, put in, PSP on the other candle prior, and even on this candle as well. And then once this once they sync up, this shit is gone. Once they both turn bearish, boom, gone. And you can just look to break the SMT. Super clean trade there. Let's see what we can have done at 12. Let's see, there's probably a really clean swing somewhere. Look at this. I'm looking at this bad boy right here. So 12:30, boom. 2R, tap into this. Probably SMT maybe. Fuck, I don't even know why I'm going through this with y'all. But, boom. No SMT. I mean SMT there because it ran this candle and this candle. So there's like a little SMT fill. Yeah, SMT fill there, boom. And you would have even caught 2R here. It would have been choppy as all hell, but you would have caught a nice trade there. But yeah, you can enter on this candle. Something like that, I would put my stop loss right here and then just let it run to break the SMT down below. Super clean. Yeah, super clean. Price action day. Got into just market review, what I would have taken, what I did take. Well, if you want to see what I took, you can peep the other YouTube video channel I just posted. YouTube video I just posted today. But yeah, I'm continuously do this. I'm doing this mostly just for myself to get better, but hopefully I can teach something or show something or, yeah, point you in the right direction in trading and show you how I trade. Cool. Peace. Have a good day. Be blessed. Don't trade prior to the FOMC tomorrow. You will get fucked. It will be choppy. There might be a clean setup. Maybe price can do whatever you want, but historically, through my analysis, you will get chopped. You will get caught in some bullshit. So just wait. Most of the time, I don't even trade it. to be honest with you, I just don't find the setups. I don't like price. It's too volatile. I'm just like, fuck it. I will wipe my hands clean. I'll sit on my hands and not have a losing day, because it's usually lose on those days. So be as you may, take it as you want. Just make sure to at least wait until after it's dropped at 2. Godspeed, brothers. I don't know why I just said that, but have a good day.